Good day, everyone. It's your boy Parker here, your #1 host and creator, and welcome to the first episode of Season 4 here on Adventures with Parker. That's right, guys. We are already entering into our 4th year as a channel. Our 3-year anniversary is just in a couple of days. Wow, holy crap, I am just amazed at all of the love and support that you've given the channel so far. You're the reason that I am still here and that I'm still going. So before we get into anything else, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You are the reason that Adventures with Parker is still here. Y'all are amazing. Now, as you guys know, we took a bit of a hiatus for January and February. I was just super busy with school and more school, but don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We still got lots of things planned for this channel, and today we're gonna break it all down. I'm gonna give you an idea of my vision for the channel and where I see the channel going over the next year or so, and I'm gonna discuss some of the adventures I have planned for 2020, including my first ever coaster road trip that'll be happening this summer. You don't want to miss that, so stay tuned. So without any further ado, let the adventures begin. Alright, so I thought I'd start out by giving you guys a bit of insight into my vision for the channel and just where I see everything going over the next year or so. At the start of Season 3, we established ourselves as a place for theme park, travel, and attractions related content. Of course, I'm a broke university student, so that ended up translating to, hey, half my videos are about Canada's Wonderland. Hey, I'm trying my best, guys, okay? But this year, I'm going to introduce a lot more variety into what you see on this channel. More theme parks, more interesting places, some off the beaten path hidden gems. We're gonna keep on developing and growing as a channel and finding new things that are just interesting and fun. I mean, this channel started because I wanted to share my passion of adventure with like-minded people. So, of course, we're going to continue to do just that. I'm gonna be expanding to include some other types of videos, things like reviews, and I also have a new series in the works that's more talk show based. Just things that let me just keep on making videos even when I can't get to real physical locations. Overall, I want this channel to be a place for anyone and everyone who has a passion for adventure and trying new things and living life to the fullest. I think some channels struggle with whether they're a coaster enthusiast channel or a travel channel or not. Now, we're gonna throw those boundaries out the window. This is everything, all in one. Like, if it's an adventure, then we're gonna have it here on the channel. We're gonna put out content that's appealing to the coaster enthusiasts, but also accessible for GP. And for those of you who don't know what GP is, you're probably GP. Stuff for travel junkies or just people looking for something fun to do on a Saturday afternoon. If you love the idea of adventures and just living out your passions, welcome. This is the place for you. Alright, that's pretty much all I want to say about the channel, so let's get on to the juicy stuff. First up, I'm going to be talking about the new series coming to Adventures with Parker. So you guys have actually already seen the first episode of Theme Park Parlay. That was the one where I talked about the announcements coming to Cedar Point, and more Theme Park Parlay episodes are coming your way. Now, what is Theme Park Parlay exactly? Great question, let me tell you. So the way I envision Theme Park Parlay is as a talk show for theme parks. So we're gonna be talking about news and rumors, and I'll be sharing some of my opinions, or we might just have some topic that we have fun with and discuss, and I give my 2 cents on. It'll be different every time, but yeah, I already have a lot of ideas lined up, so be on the lookout for those. My goal is to release maybe 2 or 3 of those kind of videos a month. I don't really have a proper schedule yet. I mean, if you tap the bell icon and follow me on social media, you'll be in the know on when new videos come. But yeah, until I figure out exactly when I can do things, it'll just be whenever. I know, I'm such a professional, right? Like I was saying earlier, I want these videos to be something that the coaster enthusiasts and diehard coaster nerds will find interesting. But if you're not as big into theme parks and you're more of a casual fan, you won't be left in the dust. Like, they'll be accessible to you and you'll be able to enjoy them too. The other new series that I'm going to be introducing this year is Beyond the Adventure. And guess what? This is the first episode! Wow! Basically, I see Beyond the Adventure as being the series for everything else on the channel. So things like channel updates, like the video you're watching now, behind the scenes footage, Q&As. It's just another option for me to put out more videos. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I need an excuse to do more than 10 to 12 videos a year. So this is just something else where I can make more videos, have fun, and just put them out there for the world. I also want this series to be something that allows you to get to know me a little more personally. You know, like my other videos are gonna be a little more professional and informative. I mean, still fun and energetic and boisterous, and I'll still be my weird, wonderful self. But Beyond the Adventure is going to give me a chance to just let you see more of my personality. I mean, basically, overall, you can think of the series as being the bonus features. And I mean, I don't have a schedule for those videos. They'll just come up as they do. It'll be a little more spontaneous. This is the part you've all been waiting for. At least, this is the part that I'm most excited for. I don't know about you. You can like whatever part you want. I am going to spill the tea on my 2020 coaster trip. Oh my goodness, guys. I am so freaking excited for this trip. This is, first of all, it's my first solo trip without having family or friends with me the whole time. And it's also my first theme park trip. I mean, other than going to Orlando and doing all the Florida parks. But in terms of visiting a bunch of regional parks, this is it. Like, I have never done something like this before. And all of the parks that I'm visiting, this will be my first time going to any of them. And these are all like bucket list parks of mine. Like, these are basically like the top tier of my list of parks that I've wanted to visit. So guys, you guys can imagine, I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. On top of that, for part of the trip, I'll be meeting up with one of my best friends from the internet, Scott, aka Dislexic. First of all, if you haven't seen any of his stuff, please do yourself a favor and check him out. You can search up Dislexic on any platform and he should pop up. I'll leave links down in the description. Just do it. Just if you like my stuff, you will love his stuff. Also, side note, while we're talking about Dislexic, I recently recorded a podcast with him. I got to be a guest star and talk about Canada's Wonderland. So yes, description down below. Anyways, I will be visiting 4 parks on my trip, starting with, drumroll please, Cedar Point. Yes, I know I've been talking about this for a little bit, and I believe I mentioned it in my Cedar Point 150th anniversary announcement video, but I will definitely be hitting up Cedar Point. Now, this is a park I've been wanting to visit forever. Like, I've been wanting to go since I was a young kid, but I just never really had the chance to. And now I'm going, and to make things better, like I said, it'll be the 150th anniversary of the park. Like, what an iconic year to do my first visit in. But there's gonna be so many unique offerings happening this year. So many new restaurants and entertainment, and a whole new ride is coming to Cedar Point. So I get to be there for all of that. There's just so many other things that just make Cedar Point great on its own. So many iconic coasters and highly ranked coasters like Steel Vengeance. Like, Steel Vengeance is going to be my first RMC coaster. I mean, not only is it the best RMC, but it's arguably the best coaster in the world ever. I mean, I guess I'll be the judge of that, but I am so looking forward to it. Now, I'll be spending 2 days at Cedar Point, and after that, I'll be heading down south to Mason, Ohio to visit Kings Island. Now, Kings Island is another one of my parks that I've been wanting to visit for a while. It's the sister park to Canada's Wonderland. There's quite a bit of similarities between the two, but at the same time, totally different. Like, different rides and just a bunch of other cool things. I am personally really looking forward to rides like Banshee and the Beast and Mystic Timbers and Diamondback. And hello, 2020 Kings Island will be adding their 300-foot tall B&M Giga Coaster Orion. Now, I know there's been some grumblings in the community like, oh, it's not that big of a Giga Coaster, and is it really a Giga Coaster? Well, first of all, let me tell you, it has a 300-foot drop. She's a Giga. But, like, it looks awesome. And I mean, that's so great that Kings Island gets to have that coaster. They've been needing it for a while, and Cedar Fair's like, here you go. Like, I'm pumped for it, so yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. After that, I'll be heading into Louisville, Kentucky to visit Kentucky Kingdom. Now, Kentucky Kingdom is a smaller park, and it's nothing spectacular, but I think it has a special part in a lot of enthusiast hearts. Like, it's the park that got tossed to the side by Six Flags and then revived by Ed Hart, who is really passionate about the park. If you want to know more about the history, there's a documentary by Taylor Bybee, aka Coaster Studios, called Save My Park. Actually, I think they play that documentary at Kentucky Kingdom, which is really cool. But it's one of those parks where it's like, okay, maybe it doesn't have the best rides, but it's got that quirk and that character and that association with it. I'd say that every enthusiast has this park on their bucket list just for sentimental reasons. So, Kentucky Kingdom, get ready. Here I come. And the last park I'll be visiting is Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana, the wooden roller coaster of Capital of the World. This park only has 4 coasters, so that'd be the Voyage, the Legend, the Raven, which are all highly, highly rated wooden coasters, like top of the list. And then the 4th coaster being Thunderbird, which of course is the world's only B&M launched wing coaster. So, I mean, that's a unique credit. I just heard so many good things about it. I am really excited. And I mean, the park as a whole just seems like a good time. I mean, obviously I wouldn't be going to any of these places if I thought they were boring. And the park is also adding a new slide for 2020. I believe it's called Cheetah Chase. But yeah, that is my first coaster trip. I mean, it's not a huge trip by any means. Like, it's only 4 parks, but still, like, this is a huge deal for me. It's a huge deal for the channel. I'll have lots of videos coming out. Now, of course, the theme park trip is not the only adventure that we have planned for 2020. Oh no. Of course, this wouldn't be an Adventures with Parker video without talking about Canada's Wonderland. So, yeah, of course I'm going back to Canada's Wonderland. I'll be there for either Seasons Pass preview night or opening day, so I'll be getting some beginning of the season coverage there. I'll be doing an everything new for 2020 video. Of course, I'll be covering some stuff from the Mountain Bay Cliffs attraction coming to Splashworks. Ooh, and this name escapes me, but I want to say the Beagle Brigade. But that ride coming to Wonderland, I'll be doing a little thing on that. And of course, things like Halloween Haunt and Winterfest. And if I'm there for any special events, I'll cover those. This year, I'll also be visiting Long Point Eco Adventures, which I'm really excited about. So basically, it's this really cool place. They have an observatory, some nature trails. They have a canopy tour, which is a bunch of zip lines and a suspension bridge. And it all takes place in old Ontario Carolinian forest. So it's a very ecologically important site, but it's also a bunch of fun things that you can do. So I'm really excited to cover it. Now, I've actually featured Long Point Eco Adventures in a vlog before. It was in my Trees and Teas episode, but it was only done very briefly, and that was like season 1 material, so you know, I wasn't as serious as doing things as I am now, so I'm really excited to go back and give it a proper full vlog. I will most likely be returning to the Norfolk County Fair as well, so that is the fair in my hometown, and I will also be doing a vlog from the Western Fair, which is the fair here in London. And speaking of the wonderful city of London, Ontario, I want to do some vlogs that focus on some of the smaller attractions around here. So yeah, there's actually a lot of really cool hidden gems in this city, so yeah, I want to share those with you guys a little more. Now, that's pretty much it for all of the adventures that I actually have planned. Of course, if something comes up, I'm gonna film it, I'm gonna make a vlog, y'all are gonna see it. But a lot of those things will just happen spontaneously as they do. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, subscribe, stay in the know, and if anything comes up, you'll see it. But speaking of yelling at you guys to go subscribe, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that wonderful YouTube stuff. Hit that notification icon if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ADV_with_Parker and on Facebook at Adventures with Parker. But anyways, I gotta get going because the adventure is calling. See you guys.